Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I just wanted to take a moment to bring into account the 2022 Connecticut gubernatorial election. Now, you might think of Connecticut as a Democratic state, solidly Democratic. Well, that's true on the presidential level. Connecticuters do tend to vote Democratic on the presidential level, and then more tend to vote Republican on the gubernatorial, senatorial, or council elections ballot. So Ned Lamont is running for re-election. Here he is. He is the incumbent governor, and he has faced a lot of lashback for his mask policy. He has been extremely liberal when it comes, progressive and liberal, very democratic, I should say, when it comes to masks, especially in schools. He has enforced masks in schools. He has, done it in many, just stores, restaurants, and all that. And he has been very, very similar to the Democratic Party when it comes to that. Now, Connecticut is a bit more of a conservative state than you might think. It is a pretty generally conservative state where most people are well off. Many of them are very well off. And Bob Stefanowski, who ran against Lamont in 2018, when Lamont was running for his first term, is running against him again. Now, go back to 2018. This is my second most main point here. When you think of the 2018 midterms, you think of a blue wave. We have a lot of blue on this map. Pennsylvania, which went to Trump in 2016, is now going for a Democrat by 17 points. That's a solid margin. Michigan goes likely. Wisconsin goes lean. Kansas goes likely. And then we go up to the state of Connecticut. And look at that. Ned Lamont and the Democratic Party wins by 3.2%. I remember this. I live in Connecticut, and I remember this election. And I remember the vote counting going on for a few days because they needed to count all the votes. This was not a blowout. They needed to keep counting votes. And by the time that the votes in the cities were counted, because they vote votes in cities last, Ned Lamont narrowly pulled out a win. But all before that, Bob Stefanowski was leading, and when I got home from school a few days after the election, they had called the election for Lamont. This was a close election, where in Pennsylvania, the Democratic Party wins by a solid margin. And that just amazes me right there. So in 2018, a blue wave year, we go to the Senate. 2018. Look at this. Look at this blue. Blue all over. Texas is lean. Florida's tilt. West Virginia goes to Joe Manchin, a Democrat. Montana goes to a Democrat. It really was insane how much of a blue wave year it was. But for Ned Lamont and the Democratic Party in the state of Connecticut, it was not a blue wave year. So here comes to my main point. Ned Lamont has been criticized so much for his mask policy that he will be weaker than in 2018. Will he be 3.2% weaker? I think he well could be. But that will be reduced as of today because there's big news coming out of the state of Connecticut. Ned Lamont will end statewide school mask mandate on February 28th. So this will allow school districts to make their own mask mandate. And I live in a conservative town where we see yard signs that say unmask our kids everywhere. People wear it on their masks. All right, and people are in my town, at least in many of these towns in the state of Connecticut, more the towns down south in Connecticut, obviously, where there are a lot of wealthy people, are really hating Ned Lamont for his mask mandate, but he has ended the school mask mandate. And this one in the mask mandate in schools that he made, he really was criticized most for this in school. But he has ended that. So as of yesterday, I've been thinking about this for election for a while. I swear to God. I've been thinking about it for a while. And I came up to the conclusion that as of right now, as of yesterday, at that time, I could not predict a winner. This was in a battleground column for me. It really was, because 2018, where Ned Lamont wins by 3.2%, shows that Bob Stefanowski is a strong candidate. He really is. See, it was this matchup. Bob Stefanowski, a businessman from New Haven, really is a strong candidate. So, this was battleground for me, and he is running again, Ned Lamont. It was in the battleground or toss-up column. But after this, and I'm not saying that this is my final prediction, obviously, but after this, after Ned Lamont has ended statewide school mask mandates on February 28th, I have put it in the Tilt Lamont column. I do think that Ned Lamont will win re-election for governor of Connecticut by less than 1%, Tilt being less than 1%. Thank you.